Alright guys, how's it going? I want to show you this box right here that somebody labelled Christopher's crap, and by somebody I mean my sister. And what is in this box is all the stuff that I've collected from metal gigs and festivals from over the years. The first gig I ever went to was Machine Head in Birmingham, England, when I was 14, February 2009. And it was Machine Head supported by Hatebreed and Bleeding Through. And after that, when I was 16, I went to my first ever festival, which was Sonisphere 2011. And sort of, I mean, aside from the gigs that I went to from when I was 14 to 16, pretty much everything in this box is from when I was 16 to the age that I am now. So 16 to 23. And I've pretty much seen everybody that I want to see aside from a few people. So sort of over the years, like during that sort of period of time was sort of when I did everything that I wanted to see, essentially. So this is just going to be the video on sort of me reflecting on everything that I've got. So let's check it out. Right, so this first thing, it's just a flag, but what it is, there's a company called EMP, yeah, I think it's just EMP or something. They're like, they sell, yeah, rock like merchandise and shit. But at Sonisphere, so again, like 2011, they were handing out like sort of like gift parcels to promote them. And this is like their logo, the devil horns. And you know, it's like you got this flag and some other stuff like this. So again, like EMP, that's the little logo there. So it was cool. You know, they could have had a shittier logo. At least it's devil horns, I guess. I never ever used this. I didn't need it for anything. You know, I didn't need to stick my college badge on it. You know, whatever. This is pretty funny. It's a France flag. But the thing is, somebody stuck it up at the campsite just to see what people would write on it, I'm guessing. And once people wrote on it, I took it, basically. I just snatched it. And and the thing is, it was raining the day that they stuck this up. I think this was at my second Bloodstock festival, and I stuck it in, like I was wearing like these shorts, like 3/4 length shorts that had like these zip pockets, and I just stashed it in my pocket and went into the arena because we were gonna do like we were just gonna go into like the party tent, like after all the bands. There was like this tent where you can they were just playing like metal tunes and had like chicks like dancing on stage. So like we were gonna go in, and then as the security guy like checked what I had on me and stuff, he sort of like felt my pocket, and he just like shoved me in. He just pushed me in. He was just like, "Get in there, you dirty cunt, man," because he thought I literally like pissed my pants or something and stuffed them in my fucking shorts or something. I was like, it's not what you think, but you know, whatever. This is a sticker from the last time I went to Bloodstock last year. That was my 4th time. These guys, I seen like 50 bands, like up to 50 bands. I was literally just running back and forth from the campsite, just like getting a drink, like getting something to eat, like just seeing as many full sets of bands as I could see. Like I was just there to see as many bands as I could, to see as much good shit as I could. And these, like, that's the thing, I think a lot of metal bands are really shit, man, because half of them are just a bunch of pissheads. But these guys were actually pretty good. And they were sort of like middle-aged dudes, but like they had like some pretty ballsy tunes, man. They were sort of like gritty kind of Venom. But they had some weird hooks. I don't know, they sang just weird melodies for the hooks, stuff I've never heard before, but it was pretty cool. This is the second gig that like I ever went to. So Machine Head was the first, February 9th, 2009, and then this was like, you know, sort of December 2010, and everybody like at my school who liked rock or metal, they were into Bullet for my Valentine, and everybody was there, man. We went with like 6 people, and then you just seen people for days who you knew. You'd like fall down in the pit, and then someone would pick you up, and you'd be like, "Holy shit, man, how you doing?" You know, it's like your mate from college and shit. And like I've met like 3 people in my life, like who would bring up this. I'd overhear them talking about this gig, and I'm like, "Wait, are you talking about Bullet like at the NIA?" And then they know that it's this gig. Because literally everyone was there, and I'm still meeting people like from like my town where it's like they were at this gig, man. Everyone was just there, and that's what was so cool about it. It was like, because I'm still nobody who I'm mates with listens to this kind of stuff now. I mean, like back in the day, you know, we were only listening to Bullet because we didn't really know what else there was. Like Morse Principium Est is what these guys should be, but back then, like we only knew like Slipknot and Disturbed, so. It was cool that, you know, I've got this kind of memory of all of my mates being there at something that, you know, I thought was cool, which was metal. You know, that's all long gone for them, but, you know, I'll still have that time when I'm seeing like some of my best mates who never listen to this, who never chat about metal anymore, being there in the pits with me. So it was cool seeing them there for just that one time. This is pretty funny. Literally the day after, back in the day, Disturbed were my favourite band, and then Metallica were my second favourite. Metallica are my second favourite now, and Ectomorph are my favourite. But seeing like my favourite band back in the day, you know, a day after this, it was so cool, man. And that's what was cool about it. It was a Buck Cherry. Buck Cherry was shit. And then you had Hailstorm, Papa Roach. Hailstorm were good, Papa Roach, you know, whatever. And it was just, you know, David Draymond came out, and I was like, holy shit, man, I can't believe that's actually that dude. Yeah, it was a really good night. This Download 2012, right? I think Download is fucking shit, man. Download sucks dicks. But this was like the 10-year anniversary, and they just had sick metal bands. Like I would say for some reason. But it's as if, like, you know, they don't do this. It's like they got Machine Head, Fear Factory, Metallica, Black Sabbath, Black Label Society, Devil Driver. You know, they had sick stuff, and then it's like nowadays it's like Rammstein, Papa Roach, A Day to Remember, and it's like, man, suck my ass. But like I probably wouldn't have went to this lineup now. You know, my taste has kind of matured a bit. But like back then, like this has been signed by Hailstorm, but I seen like Killswitch Engage and Skin Dread back then at this festival. But now I just be like, nah, man, like Skin Dread was shit back then when I seen them, and Killswitch Engage, I couldn't give a fuck about Killswitch Engage right now. But yeah, like this, I seen like Lizzie Hale. Like when I met the band, and I told her she was hot, and she was like, "Oh, thank you." Yeah, and then this was the first time I seen Cannibal Corpse. That was when A Job for a Cowboy just came on, and we were just at the bar, and then it just started playing, and they started playing with Entombment of a Machine, and we all just got absolutely destroyed. it was pretty funny. Me and my brother absolutely love Soulfly, and that was when we seen Soulfly with like Max Cavalera's like son's bands, so like Lodi Kong and Insight. So we seen like the whole family of Cavalera, and then Soulfly absolutely destroyed us, man. They were so good, like Blood, Fire, War, Hate, and Prophecy. It was quality. This I didn't actually get from a metal like sort of event. I used to work for Warner Music, but I don't usually bring that up because I was shit at the job. So, you know, if someone asked me, did you work there, I'd be like, yeah, but you know, I don't bring it up. And I got this CD, and it happens to be signed by the whole band of Papa Roach. But like I say, I'm not too big on them. I've never met anyone who's a big fan of Papa Roach. You know, you just like them for up to 5 songs, and I've met one dude who says he is a big fan, but he just classes himself as that. He only likes the same tunes that everyone else does. It's like, nah, man, you don't like Papa Roach, shut up, man. I think this is the most recent ticket from Bloodstock. I've been there 4 times. This is the last one, 4th time. And I didn't think it cut it last year. It got better every year, but you know, the third one was better, where I seen like King Leviathan and Chaos Trigger. But as I say, I seen like 40 bands or something, maybe just over that. As I say, like up to 50. And I remember one band I seen where I genuinely, like, them dudes, like, they were really good, but there was just one band where I was kind of like losing my mind, like enjoying myself, and they were called Vendetta UKHC. And it's just shocking. It's like you pay 140 quid for a festival ticket, and you see like 45 bands, and only one of them was worth the money. It's like, are you fucking joking? You know, that's what I'm saying. I don't think a lot of metal bands are very good. You know, just a bunch of pissheads. But actually, speaking of this, I seen Acid Rain. If my camera would focus, but anyway, that says Acid Rain. You can trust me. Yeah, and they were funny, man. Like saying like, oh yeah, Mastodon, because they were on after the headliners on the main stage. And they were like, oh yeah, Mastodon were kind enough to open for us, even though they're fucking shit. Like, that's what the front man was saying. Like, he was jokes, man. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, but this pic is funny. I don't know if you can see it, but it's some dude. No, you can't see it. I mean, I need to learn about camera focusing, but it's some guy's ass pissing. And he's got rock hands, well, devil horns on both hands, so it's like a dude's ass from behind. It's like, make out what the picture is. This Soulfly again. Yeah, that was the second time. Like, we've seen Soulfly twice. I didn't think they were that good the second time, and a lot of people would chat shit about Soulfly, saying Max is past it. And he doesn't play like the guitar parts live a lot of the time, and it's like, why not, man? It's like, if you're trying to put on a performance, you can at least play the parts. So half the time you can't really distinguish anything, because you've just got drums which sound like drums, Max is vocals, bass is just whatever the bass line is, and then you've got the lead guitarist trying to hold up the whole band in terms of like distinction, because I can only tell what's playing because of the guitars, because of each riff. When you hear the riff, you know what it is, you know what song it is, and you can actually hear it. I didn't like these guys at all, man. I can't even tell you what they were like, but I got them at I got the CD at the last Bloodstock that I was at. I got a lot of stuff the last time I was there. I don't even know what that is, man. Internal conflict, some business card for some shit. I actually do know what it is. Like, I was laying on the grass, like just with my eyes closed, just chilling, waiting for a band to start. Like, they were on in like 10 minutes or something, and I just felt something touch my chest. I weren't wearing like a shirt, and it was just some dude's business card. And I was like, oh, I'll keep that. Like, I like random shit, you know, random shit's funny, you know, random stuff that happens to you, like that. That's that same band that I was on about. I was saying they're pretty good. I don't know where the hell. Well, actually, these guys were a slam band that I seen last time at Bloodstock, and they were pretty decent. They were one of the better ones. Like, Heart of a Coward, like, I'd never listen to them, but they were one of the best ones last year. As I say, I didn't think the lineup was that good. This May 2nd is my birthday, and this was my 18th birthday, and I wasn't really into drinking, and seeing Silosis, who I'd say are one of the best UK bands, if not one of the, like, is the best, that is definitely one of the best things you can be doing with your time on your 18th birthday, seeing Silosis. Evil are the second best thrash band in the world after Sepultura, I'd say. And I seen these guys before I went to university, and where I went to uni, which is Huddersfield, which is where these guys are from. Like that guy on the right, he works at the local music store. I've seen him like 3 times, like taking my guitar in, like within the past month. I've seen him that many times because he's just there chilling. It's just mad. Like all on the left, like he used to DJ at the club that we used to go to on Friday nights, and it's like, imagine if you were just like walking into your music shop and you found like Max Cavalera was just there being like, yo, can I help you today? It's just funny how they're just there chilling, because obviously that's where they're from. But that gig, that was a very good gig in Birmingham, and so like I have seen him since. Like I've seen him at Bloodstock, I think the first time I went to Bloodstock, and they're a sick band, man. You should check them out. This looks familiar. I think this is the 3rd Bloodstock that I went to, which was the best time. King Leviathan and Chaos Trigger, you should check them out. They were like the best bands of that year, and they really made that year. I think I got this. I can't remember. This is just like an inflatable metal guitar, metal axe. Like you can see the strings. And again, it's those same like EMP guys. Yeah, I think like I got that on the 3rd Bloodstock again. You know how I was saying like with seeing Soulfly the first time, and it had like Max Cavalera's like sons, like their band. This was Insight. This was the 2nd band. Like this is like his eldest son's the front man, I think. And this was like their set list, and like the pics are still there. Yeah, just ain't touched it. Just left it like that, and that's it. They're pretty good. I've seen them since. I've seen them when I've seen Ectomorph recently. Ectomorph were supporting Il Nino, and I left halfway into Il Nino's first tune. Because Il Nino, man, I just didn't give a shit. I was just there for Ectomorph. As I say, they're my favourite band. I used to, some of my best mates used to be in like this indie band, but they were quite good because they just made good tunes. They just made good like melodies. And this was their set list. And, it's a bit kind of cockified. So yeah, I kept that. Some stickers from actually, that's Total Guitar Magazine. That's just randomly in there. Yeah, again, I think this is the same mates band that I was just on about, but another set list, again with a massive dick on it. Yeah. Dicks. Jeez, man. Yeah, this next thing, this was sort of like, I've never really seen like local bands much, but there's a place near me called Tamworth, and I've been to see these guys Chemical like two or three times, and it was pretty cool because you know it's not every day you can just go see like some genuine metal just like as a random night, you know what I mean? It's like Machine Head once every few years, but this was cool, just being able to be like, yo dad, can I just get a lift and go see some metal, it was pretty good. This is that was Evil at Manchester, but what was funny is I never actually went to this gig. This is a ticket for a gig I never even went to, because they were actually at a closer venue. And I was just a dickhead. Just because they're at a closer venue and I bought a wrong ticket, I basically just didn't go to it. So that's what happened with that. Yeah. This is pretty cool actually. Yeah, my first festival, Sonosphere, hold on, 2011, weekend camping. I liked it because it kind of looks something to do like Spider-Man or some shit. Yeah. Glow sticks that have been through the times. These guys, man, like they were just like a generic kind of heavy down-tuned band, And there were like these two chicks who were like groupies who were like at the front of the crowd, just bumming off like the lead singer. And I was like, man, if you're gonna be groupies, you can at least support a band that doesn't suck. I mean, fair play to them, man. They're playing at Bloodstock and there's worse bands, but I just thought you could be doing so much better. Bloodstock, that was probably one of the best wristbands from Bloodstock, but I can't remember what years they are. I think though that this is the first one, mainly because it looks like shit. I just remembered that, and I cut it too short, so it's just like a little pinner one. Yeah, there's some random bullshit in it. Oh look, it's my promo CD. This, right, I think that might be, I'm not sure, but that could be Evil again. Like when I said I seen them at Bloodstock the first time. Yeah, like they're just everywhere, man. If you want to see Evil, like if you're in the UK at least, you can get to them because they're the most genuine guys ever. Just go see them, man. Go around the house. EMP again. That would have been from that same like gift packet parcel thing from Sonosphere 2011. I got that from Sonosphere, as it says Sonosphere on it. This is pretty cool because it's just flat out in your face, no bullshit, no promo. It's just Sonosphere Nebula. This is, I like this, man. Nile sign thing from Nile. Yeah. What is this, man? That, I think, there's a band called The Defiled, and yeah, I got that signed at Download 2012. They're safe guys, man, but I never seen them. I think I seen someone else instead. This was the first, hold on. This was the first band that I ever met, and I don't like them at all. Arch Enemy, and I think, I'm not sure if that is Angela, like her signature there, but just because, well, I was shy, I was young, and I didn't really know much about them. I just seen them because, I mean, I like Nemesis and I like My Apocalypse, but I don't know if I liked that tune back then. But yeah, like Angela, she said like hello, and I was just like hello, and she just signed my thing. I didn't say anything else. She didn't say anything to me because obviously I didn't prompt her to say anything because I didn't say anything. Yeah. This, right, I think this, I want to say that this is Devil Driver. Yeah, I think it is. And this, Dez is the only guy, so their front man, he is the only guy I've ever gotten a picture with. And yeah, he was safe as fuck, man. Again, most metal like artists are safe as fuck. And again, yeah, the whole band was safe. This sucked because we thought that this was a Cannibal Corpse gig, and no, but it was Devil Driver and Cannibal Corpse, and we got there late. We missed the first band that we didn't even know was on. We missed Black Dahlia Murder, and then we missed pretty much all of Cannibal Corpse, which is the whole reason why my brother drove about 2.5 hours up to me so we could both go see them. And then we seen like about 10 minutes of them, and then it was just seeing Devil Driver, who I've seen like twice before that, and I only liked 2 of their songs, so that was gay. This, I think this is the first Bloodstock I ever went to, and it was good, but I didn't know how to do festivals at that time. I just seen everyone on the main stage, and half of them sucked, and I probably missed so many good bands on the other stages. This is just like, I think this is from, I can't remember which time this is. I know it says 2012 on it, but I'm sure I'm probably losing track of which year is what. But in here, I've probably taken it out, but there is a page that is the signing page, which is what this is. So I just kept one of the booklets just so I had it, but I also had like I ripped this in half because I know I didn't need the whole thing, considering they only signed that page. And again, I think this is evil. But I reckon, you know, smart guys, safe guys, they only signed this side of the page. You know, they didn't sign this side because they're probably thinking, oh, this guy might want to see other people, they need some more space, we don't want to put our names all over the whole thing. So I just ripped this off. But I had a full page of, like, you know, bands, sorry, one band who, you know, signed all their names, and it was Sepultura, and I sold it for £1 on eBay because I was just a dickhead. But I swear the guy I sold it to, like, proper thanked me for it. So, you know, he probably likes it a lot more than I did, because new Sepultura, pretty shit. This is the first, so this is first festival, Sonisphere 2011, and it's signed by Ailstorm, the pirate metal dudes. And I don't like any tunes by them, but they were cool guys. But again, because I didn't really say much to them, you didn't really get much out of them. So, you know, they would have been cool if you had a conversation with them, but they just seemed like any other people, just because they didn't really say much, because nobody was saying much. So that was that. But that's really cool. I love seeing them signatures on that ticket. This is pretty funny. This, right, there used to be a battle of the bands at my school every year, the Friary School, but me and my mates used to be quite into like sort of rock and metal. It was all Bullet for My Valentine, Slipknot and stuff. And by the time it got to this last year, my mates got into metal bands and stuff. Like, they actually managed to form metal bands and get some songs rehearsed. So they literally just destroyed the school, man. Like, we loved it. They were going ape shit, and everyone just knew that this was so inappropriate, but we didn't give a fuck, and we just loved that our mates just took over the school, and they were just like, fuck this shit. Like, we don't care if you think this is shit. We're just doing this, man. Fuck your battle of the bands. Just joke, man. This, right. This has to, right, I know for a fact this is the first Bloodstock ticket, the first year, because this is signed by Thonic, the Taiwanese metal band, and they were sick, man. They were well good. But there is a Chinese band who I think are better than them, that I've found out about like about a year ago, called Black Kirin. So, you know, these guys are sick, man, but you got one band that are better than them. And then what is this? Wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is the third time that I've seen Machine Head. I think I've seen them like 5 times or something. But that was a cool gig, man, because that was a big venue, and that was just one of the times, because you see them at festivals, but concerts I find are a bit more hectic. And it was just cool seeing them where it was just fucking balls to the wall, man. It was sick. This drumstick, I think this is from a band called Stellar Revival or something. They were, I think, right, Download 2012. They were the first band on the, I want to say Sunday, but I was carrying this round all day, because another reason why Download is shit, the campsite is half an hour, like a half an hour walk from the arena. So once you're in the arena, you can't get out, and you're spending £7 just to have some food every time, because you can't get back to your fucking tent just to get out some fucking fruit snacks or whatever. So I was carrying this round all day, and the thing is, I'm totally indifferent to drums, man. I hate drums, but it was cool that, you know, people would see me as a drummer and, you know, chat about stuff and say, that's a good stick, that, and say like, I play drums too and stuff like that. So it was kind of like being someone else for a day. Like, I just seemed like, even just holding a stick and walking around like I can't remember what they're called, man. I want to say a circle of death, but no, that's not it. It's, you know, you were just kind of being in the pits with a drumstick, man. I was just a drummer for a day. It was cool to just be someone else, just for that random reason that I just had a stick. More EMP shit. This, another Bloodstock. Oh, it's got the year on it. That must have been, that was last year. So that was the last one, the 4th one. Yeah, Bloodstock. Damn. Yeah. EMP, wait a minute. EMP again. So again, this would be from that gift parcel that they gave us at Sonicare. This is the Download 2012 wristband. You know, it looks cool. And just one more thing. Divine Chaos, a band that I seen last year at Bloodstock, 4th time. They were cool. I didn't really like the tunes, I don't know why. They were a thrash band, I didn't like it. But more power to them, there's nothing wrong with them, I just didn't like the songs. Right, now under all this shit, I have something pretty important, which are these. Right, so right, these two at Download 2012 I seen Metallica. They were the Saturday, yeah, you can't read that, oh you can, right, Beyond Magnetic. So that 2012, that was pretty much when that was like released, like the extra Death Magnetic stuff. And Metallica, like I say, they were headlining and they were playing the Black Album in full as like a 20-year tribute. Man, that's cool. But because I seen them with the Big Four at Sonicare. That was a big reason why I went to Sonicare at 2011. But when I seen them again at Download and they just played mostly the Black Album, it really wasn't that good, man. It's like, I don't give a shit to hear Enter Sandman and tunes like Through the Never. Like, I ain't got them on my iPod. I ain't got Of Wolf and Man. I ain't got like, I mean, I don't like Don't Tread on Me, and there's like something else I'm forgetting. The only ones that I think that I would have cared to see are Nothing Else Matters, Wherever I May Roam, and Sad But True. Because there's just stuff on, it's like, come on man, it's like The Struggle Within. It's like, mate, I could be hearing Master of Puppets, man. What are you doing? It was just pointless. It was like, I'd rather it just wasn't that the coincidence that they had to celebrate that thing because of the timing, and that it was just a regular Metallica thing. But this, out of everything that I've got, this has got to be the best thing for me. This was, I don't know where it is now under all this shit, but when I seen Machine Head that one time, like I say, it was like the 3rd time, and it was at the NIA, it was like the concert one. And I was saying like concerts are just sometimes a bit more hectic. At the end of the show, like I haven't even said, wait a minute, these two picks, basically at the end of the Metallica concert, they threw picks into the crowd, and obviously you probably could have gathered that's what it was from. But like I didn't actually catch them, but pretty much near my feet they were on the ground, and I managed to pick up these two because they threw like so many. So that was cool, man. I've actually got Metallica picks thrown by Metallica. And then this, in my head, I remember Phil Demmel. So this is the lead guitarist for Machine Head. He, as far as I know, he threw this, and I remember seeing it like fly at me, and it sort of like hit my chest, and I sort of like put my hand like on my chest, and then sort of done that, and seen this was in my hand. But the thing is, it says on the back that it's Rob Flynn. And I don't know if Rob actually threw it or not, but that is, you can't see it. I hate camera focus shit, man. It's shit. But yeah, it's like, that's fucking bollocks. That is the Machine Head logo, you know, like the MH with like the symmetrical kind of like colour on it. Yeah, you can kind of see it there, but yeah, whatever. So that is everything that I've got. And you know, there might be some other stuff that I'll get later on in life, but I mean, aside from the few bands that I want to see, I'm going to start going to dance festivals, because as I say, a lot of metal bands are really shit. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this. Could have been pretty boring, but I don't know. Yeah, take it easy guys, all the best, and keep on rocking.